Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Supreme 2020 as Japan. As I'm sure you know, last time I said at the end of the last episode that I would do a time skip of sorts. As you can see, it is now July 19th, 2024. And a few various things happened, including finally getting the economy down a lot, now down to negative 1.6%, and the unemployment is dropped to 9.1. Other than perhaps a few headaches, including only one other nation attempted to declare war, which is Turkmenistan, which already made a peace treaty or ceasefire, and also trying to get as much trade with other nations. But on this particular month, day, and year, South Korea declares war. So now, possibly our toughest opponent here for East Asia in this case has just begun, and just in case some may not, let's just say not believe, well, here it is. War declaration by South Korea. I've already went ahead to deploy units. We're at DEFCON 3, but if I want, I could go to DEFCON 1, which is going to be expensive as hell. And we'll go to get DEFCON 2 at the moment. Have everything on high, or whatever. I'll just keep that on high. I'm not going to bother with very high at the moment, but let's just continue because this war has just begun. War against South Korea and their gigantic tank armies. With that, I have to get as much units as possible towards, I guess, Pyongyang will do. And get as many as I can to hold the line. Just hold the line for now. And hope that our Navy could also deal with some of the Korean ships, which they already did. Just to patrol. And GDP is not gone well because of our now war preparedness. And to see if I can get some transports ready to launch an invasion somewhere. Particularly in the town of, or port of Pohang. So that we'd at least have a two-prong assault from one in the north, once we force the Korean forces to run out of steam, and ultimately land somewhere else to have another attack, at least. But first, we gotta deal with some annoying Korean ships that are still patrolling the waters of the Sea of Japan, and I just realized a lot of my navy is unfortunately on the other side of the Pacific. So that means I gotta get them to the other side, gotta get this frigate over here. And as you can see, the Koreans do have a massive number of tanks. Now I'm just gonna get over here. Some of my navy should also probably help a little bit. But I am going to send the submarines out in the Sea of Japan at least, and kind of prepare for the, well, mentioned invasion of Pohang. Or I can go to here at Busan if I want to. It's two ways that I could try to attack, but I suppose the naval port Busan would do. And I don't know. Anyway, let's just concentrate on this war, on this new war. Get most of our ships out. Make sure I don't have transports being sent. Got destroyers, I got submarines, they need to be sent out as well. I got 3 LSTs here. And deployed in here to load up with any troops. Or actually, stay here. Gather any... not much in terms of the troops in question, but we'll just do what we can. And once again, the South Korean forces are just attacking everywhere they want. Just gather as many as I can. Okay. So I have several transports here. Get this frigate to intercept this PCC Pohang corvette. I think it's a corvette. And get a destroyer to intercept these ships and sink them before they take out Sakata. Of course, I got one ship, gotta deal with that. Okay, the Koreans are still pushing forward. Gotta get any troops up here down to the front lines as fast as possible. To the next defensive line, I should say. And deploy as many as I can. Because our defenses are really not doing well. Hopefully, though, our air power should put a dent, at least. And try to slow them down. Trench, I'm not a research breakthrough. Understandable, even though that's not the point. Diplomatic offer by Uzbekistan. Okay. I got lots of ships. Okay, that's a lot of ships. Light infantry, how okay, go. Let's just get them up here. Have two of you intercept that Corvette. At least I think it's a Corvette. Sink any submarines that are here, or rather, get over here and see if there's any ships around. And get the Air Force that are probably stationed, and deal with it. Yeah, it looks like this plan this prong attack that I originally had in mind probably would not work. Especially as the rest of our armies being scattered about. Most are not going to be able to reach the front in time, but just try to hold out. And these units get over here. Pyongyang has fallen, I think. At least I think it has fallen. Just get over here. Just hold the line. Hold the line. Alright then, now let's try to get these troops onto the transports and send them out. And we just lost this oil derrick. Great. Let's get this submarines over here to patrol. Because there are some artillery and submarines. And where are you going? I got ships up here as well, most of them from the former Eastern Siberian Navy. Lots of aircraft now, and looks like we may have somewhat slowed down the Koreans, it seems. Not by much, though. Okay, let's retake that back. And do I have an aircraft?
We need reinforcements.
A couple over here. Alright, let's just deal with these units that are pushing a little too close, too far right now. Have these units get over to Tokchon. Just bomb any units that are nearby. Actually, we're gonna get over there anyway. Alright, let's get these units onto the transports. Hopefully. Actually. Do that, get them onto that transport. Now get onto this one. That is, if they can. Okay, looks like some. And onto that one. Any other transports? Only this one. Let's see. None of them. None of these units can load up. So you're gonna be sent out, unfortunately. Bit cruel, but I have no choice right now. And it looks like that plan to land troops onto Pohang might be a lot more difficult. Lots of artillery, lots of troops everywhere. Even the port of Busan might be a bit more difficult. Even though we're just sinking their cargo ships. Well, civilian quote-unquote cargo ships. And the Korean advance here has stopped. Has been stalled. I'm guessing we may have forced a lot of their tanks to just retreat only, since they've been damaged, and now they're on the defensive. At least that's what I'm hoping would be the case. Still, our air power is actually going to do well. Actually, let me see if I can get some aircraft, which I don't know where the hell these units are going, or even ships for that matter. Wait, Where are you going? Where are these ships going? Oh, right, I misclicked, that's why. Ugh. Out there, let's get these transports here. Let's get the army, whatever armies we have, over here. And get the Air Force to do what they can here. I'm not gonna look at these messages. And...
We need reinforcements.
Okay, they're counterattacking. I do have plenty of garrisons. A lot of my units, though, are retreating. Let's get the Air Force out again. And just bomb these tanks. As well as the artillery. So, let's get you over here. Let's get these units over at Angiup, or however you pronounce that sound. Launch another air attack just to keep attacking these units, particularly their artillery. Okay, got one submarine. More submarines here. And it does look like most of their navy has been sunk as well. And that's a Taiwanese ship. Alright then, let's just get you over there. Let's get... Actually, some of you return back to deal with the... any Korean... Well, not... Well, maybe not any actual Korean ships here. Just retake these territories at least. Have these submarines gather over there. Now, as our economy, it's not really changed in terms of the inflation at the moment. But the wartime economy is going to be a bit of a problem, and I did see an explosion, right?
We need reinforcements.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Oh, there it is. Okay, that makes sense. How about... Yeah, these submarines need... Okay, that's a little too close. Oh, no, 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 no. I want that submarine to move out and have these transports get over here. Where are you going? These frigates get over here. And looks like the majority of my army that's originally stationed here, including those that were once under Eastern Siberia, have been wiped out. Well, I guess best to send out the Air Force again. Destroy the former North Korean units. Or any units that were sold by other nations, I guess. Deal with these engineers. You retake these timber mills. There we go.
We need reinforcements.
With that. Got more ships here. Lots of Grishas and all these other ships. And we're still sinking the Korean Navy, it seems. None over here, none out here, none... Doesn't seem that there's any left in the Sea of Japan. And we've got another bond renewal. And where are those reinforcements? Still traveling, and most of them are still over here, because I was a little uncertain about a possible war with India, or even Bangladesh for that matter. But might as well just get several all the way across what was China and try to help do what they can when they reach here. But okay, let's just get the Air Force here and also At least our allies are still going to be sending much needed funds at where did why explain to me why these units just I don't get it. There's always got to be some bizarre decisions resulting into several ships to just go out in the Pacific. Why, I have no idea. But it does look like this war might be a rather long and bloody affair. And the transports. Well, this transport really needs to get over here. Gotta get these ships to start attacking.
We need reinforcements.
I guess here would do, not deal with any of the submarines. And I'm still not sure what is going on with our army, as they just seem to have been wiped out. Most at least. Let's just get the Air Force back out in order to just deal with the Korean tank units. Whatever tank units they have. T-80. Okay. There we go. We got some units here. Now it's time to counterattack. And our Navy to just do enough damage. Oops, I did not mean to do that. How about you lot turn around and try to surround these K2s, although these infantry garrisons need to stay actually. And have the Air Force get over here. Start bombing these tanks. How's the naval assault here do? Not well, because the majority of the surface ships are sunk.
Reinforcements.
But we are sinking their submarines, bit by bit. And where are they going again? Oh my. Alright, wait a minute. Who is controlling? Doesn't seem like anybody. Just not these transports for whatever reason just want to just stay here. Cannot stay here and they just go out of their way to be somewhere else. Why? I don't know. Even if they're loaded with troops, it really doesn't make any sense. Let's get you loaded up. And load up on that one. Load onto this if possible, but doesn't seem that way. So ignore. Rest of the army need to move out. And where are you going again? Why? Why do they keep going all the way over here? I don't understand, and I don't even want to understand why they are always going out in the Pacific. And since it's quite clear the invasion of down here would not happen anyway, we're kind of have to go with the old plan, which is to just deliver these units onto the Korean mainland. Well, the Korean peninsula, I should say, sorry. Gather enough troops, gather enough aircraft that are still out here. And did I misclick again? No. Okay, then let's try this again. Get more aircraft. We do need a lot of air power, but not too many away from the potential front against India, if possible. Keep sending more reinforcements. Get these transports properly in the right direction. Are there any other naval units that like to make these odd decisions? Looks like only these units are now finally returning home, except for those that are too far away. And our economy is surprisingly doing well, I guess, since I did also went ahead and building a lot of new facilities, even though the demands are just constantly growing. It's getting ridiculous. There's nothing we can do about that, as he's gotta deal with the war here. This new war against Korea, well, South Korea, and do what we can. Okay, these transports are getting closer. Is that port ready? It is, so we're gonna send them out and have these frigates move into support. Any naval bombardment at least. Same with most of the ships here, if they can even hit from where they are. Alright then, where's Pyongyang? Oh, there it is. Lost and severely damaged. Okay, now please get a little closer and deploy the reinforcements and then send you back to Japan itself. And now unload. Most of which are heavy transports and a couple of tanks. That's fine. Now let's go back. But I'm gonna take a look and see if there's any. No. There are no other ports that are close by. Here at Maizuru is currently the only choice. I have several Grishas. I have another port somewhere, if I recall. Not Fukuoka, not Kita Yushu. The only one is in Nagasaki. But let's just get these units over here. Let's get any Air Force transferred over to the Asia mainland and get over here. I got several aircraft not doing much. But now we got a boost in numbers to start pushing the Koreans out. Except for these transports, which I don't want them anywhere near the front lines. And retaking Pyongyang, actually. Despite some rather stiff resistance. But still. Alright, we're doing fine, we're doing fine. Alright then, we're slowly moving forward, we're slowly pushing them back. And looks like we're gonna take some casualties in the end. Oh, but wait a minute, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Economy is of course no surprise, but what I really need to look at is here. Of course, we have the highest losses, highest casualty rate, highest in land loss, largest army staff. Korea is shrinking rather quickly. And they have the second highest military casualties. Total army staff. Well, I guess that's no surprise. But we're doing well. We're slowly pushing forward, but I'm starting to want to maybe expanding a little too quickly. At least in my opinion. Now, those ships properly here? No, not all of them. Once again, I gotta get some random ships going wherever they want. At least Pyongyang's once again ours. Now it's time to counterattack. Starting with Sari-1, with a pretty massive air power. And whatever ships we have, to just get as close as possible. Along with these frigates to provide support. So the landing here is not going to happen because we have a huge amount of artillery, which should have been obvious, I guess. But nothing I can do about that. And now that some of the transports are here, let's get them loaded up. Load onto that one. Onto that one, if they can. And that one. Alright then, all the transports are now full. You guys entrench. And now have them all, have these units get over to Wosan this time. Okay, the front here has somewhat stalled because we are. Okay, several units are lost, several units have retreated. 2 new bond renewals. Inflation and unemployment is actually dropped to now 9%. Inflation is still the same because of the influx of the GDP, always going either negative or positive depending. And I need to get the Air Force over here to deal with the artillery. And probably get shut down, but hey. Let's get you lot over here at Pyongyang. I got several units here. So let's get them over to the military base of Pyongyang. Now where are the rest of the ships? These units are still stuck. Especially these units. Ships. Well, eventually I gotta bring out the transports that could hopefully resupply them eventually. This is still rather silly. Let's just get the frigate over here to see if he can retake those. Thank you. These submarines are now returning to base. I got these submarines near Nagasaki, but now reserved. And the warfront has stabilized, I guess. But not fully, since a lot of units are just retreating. I did not mean repair. But rather entrench. Deal with any units and take Haeju next, I guess. Have the Navy get close enough to provide help. Some sort of shore bombardment. And the submarines get a little closer to sink these transports. A little closer. And doesn't look like they're gonna be sinking these yet. Unless I get really close up.
We need reinforcements.
Yes, I know. I know you want reinforcements of where you are dealing with some sort of problems. That's fine. Let's get you over here. You retreat. And we're taking heavy losses. Let's get over here and take this town. Alright, looks like the South Koreans are a lot tougher than I would have liked to like. Military goods is shrinking for them. Petrol is still plenty. And we're not having any problems with production at the moment. At least I hope so. And finally we took that town. Now turn around and try and take this small fortified village of Kaesong. Or Kaesong? I don't know. You units, you tanks need to get over here actually, because you're being bombarded by South Korean artillery. Can you please take it? Okay, we finally took it. Now get in there. And I'm gonna stop once September 4th arrives. There we go. Well, it's an interesting start. We lost a lot of territory at first, and despite some annoyances with our Navy going out into the Pacific for whatever reason, but we've managed to barely hold out against the Korean advance. Now we're counterattacking and we're making our very slow progress towards Seoul, which is going to be a pain in the ass, even with reinforcements. Oh, and I've completely lost track of some units, some which I should have actually unloaded earlier, like that transport, and others that probably disappeared. I guess I'll find out. I guess I'll find them next time. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully we will conquer the rest of the Korean Peninsula eventually. But until then, see you next time.